My name is Luke Payson from MMA Fancast. I'm joined by the now pro MMA fighter Tom Kizer, undefeated 1-0, a fantastic debut win by an incredible elbow knockout. A special hi and welcome to Aunt Fran, his aunt, who's a big fan of MMA Fancast and of her nephew. It's incredible meeting her tonight.
Luke.
And of me, which is very nice and very special. But let's get back to the fight. You got it finished in under a round. In many ways, it seemed like how you would draw it out on paper. Like you probably could not have written it better than that. What was it like being able to finally transition from your incredible 7-1 amateur career to your pro career, which is obviously off to an incredible start?
Well, so the amateur career took a little bit longer just because we wanted to make sure that all the holes were plugged, and obviously they were. Going into our first pro fight, I've harped a lot on how many different things you can do with all the different rules, right? There are so many more options, and that just makes the chess game a lot more interesting. And we're able to utilize that, obviously, with a nasty elbow that is not allowed in amateurs, is how we finish the fight. And that's exactly what I wanted. This fight was a rematch almost a year to the day, and the first fight took until the third round, which granted they were 3-minute rounds, so that would have been in a pro fight, maybe the middle of the second round. And in this one, obviously we improved a lot, and we got it done in the first with a knockout.
Under 3 minutes, maybe 2.5, something like that.
About 2.5. Yep.
And for people that are technical out there, your elbow was even more impressive because you were coming off the clinch. A lot of people, and it's still good, a lot of people throw elbows maybe kind of instead of a cross. You could throw a double jab elbow coming in. But I think in many ways it's more effective when the gap's already closed. You were already in like the Muay Thai clinch, and you just threw it right from there. It knocked him out on his feet. It appears that he was temporarily held up by you, and that you then mentioned to the ref that he was out. What break down what happened after you hit him, because it seemed like you were sort of a good sport in realizing that he was out and
try to be
and sort of letting him go down as opposed to
continuing to punish. So with that elbow, he was fading away, and that really just kind of opened up the space for it, right? It wasn't that we were too close, and as soon as he started going away, I had room, and with the twist and going through my hips, it had a lot of power in it, and it did its job, but he was still right up against the fence, so it kind of pushed him back against the cage, and I could feel that I was kind of holding him up at that point, and I tried to not slam him to the ground. I didn't want to throw him to the ground, because I don't believe, in fighters that continue to punish after somebody's obviously knocked out. When I got him to the ground, I saw the job was done. I didn't need to do any more, and there's no reason to continue to beat on him and give him any more damage. Like I had it, right? And the ref saw it, and that was the result. A couple more punches isn't going to make me feel any better. I got the job done, and really I was ready for another strike if I needed it. I was cocked and ready, but I didn't need it, and the ref was smart, and the ref stepped in and called it, and that was it.
And that shows the blend between it being a violent sport, but also there's respect between you and Damone. I think in many ways, Damone thought he, could get you in pro rule set. Turns out that your pro rule set is better suited than his was, because he was known as a striker, and in the first fight, because it was under amateur rule set, your grappling won out, and I think his game plan was to be better on the feet, and you've showed how deep your MMA well-roundedness really is. I can't wait to see, you had said it before on MMA Fancast, then you said it afterwards as well, that you want to fight as many times as physically and safely as possible, because you've made your professional debut in emphatic fashion, and now it's time to follow up and see what your career can do. So thanks so much. It's a pleasure, and we can't wait to see what happens for handsome Tom Kizer. Have a good one.
Guys.